welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my TBR for the Rake meets the Bluestocking Readathon. So this readathon is happening from the 13th to the 19th of January, and it is hosted by Jen from the Book Refuge, Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life, Rachel from Rachel Reads and Sings, and Lisa from Remarkably Lisa. I love taking part in readathons. I haven't taken part in one for a while because I've not been posting on Instagram throughout 2024. I didn't really post anything and I really miss taking part in readathons, so I want to participate in more this year, and hopefully there will be more running throughout the year. But this is the first one I've heard about and I'm really excited for. So this one is focusing on historical romance, which if you watched my January TBR and reading goal video, you will know that I want to read more historical romance in 2025. I didn't really read a lot in 2024 and I must say that I love the genre and really want to read more this year. So this readathon is a really good place to start. So what I'm going to do for this video, I'm going to run through the different reading prompts that are listed. If you want to see the different templates, Jen has them saved on a highlight on Instagram, so you can go and get them from there. So there are quite a few different reading prompts, and on the templates there are 2 pre-filled bingo boards that you can choose from. So you can either do one of the pre-filled ones, or you can do a create your own one, a blank one, and fill it yourself with different prompts, whichever suits you. I am doing a version of the create your own board, however I am doing a slightly smaller board purely because I don't think, well, I'm not 100% sure how much I'm going to get read. So I wanted to do a slightly smaller board in the hopes that I can complete it in the week. The 4x4 seemed a little bit too ambitious, so I'm doing a 3x3, which I will share a graphic over here of what my board looks like and which prompts I'm going to use, and I will talk through that as I get through the book. So firstly I'm going to run through all of the different prompts, and then I'm going to run through the prompts that I've picked to use and the books that I'm going to be reading for them. Or maybe I'll run through the books that I've picked and the prompts that they fit, because some of the books that I've picked will fit into other prompts, but I'm going to talk through the ones that I've specifically chosen for them to use. So without further ado, let me run through the different prompts that we have. And I do have that list on my phone, so I will kind of look down to refer to this list so I don't miss any. So let's start. So the first one is to read the Bluestocking Society January pick. So for this readathon, 2 book clubs on YouTube, the Blushing Bluestocking Society and the Rake Appreciation Society, have joined forces for this readathon. So the first 2 prompts are to read the books from the respective book clubs. The Blushing Bluestocking Society's January pick, I can't remember which one it was, but I'll put an image here of the book that it is, but it's not one that I had easy access to. It's I don't think, if I recall, I don't think there's an audiobook available for it, and the Kindle edition is more than I would like to pay on a Kindle book, so that one's not as accessible to me. Whereas the Rake Appreciation Society's books, which again I'll put a graphic of on here for the 2 books that they're picking for the winter picks, I can get both of the audiobooks of those from AnyPlay, so I'll be reading one of those, which you'll see later on. Then there's medieval romance. I'm not a huge fan of medieval romance, so I'm not going to be touching that one. Georgian romance, Regency romance, and Victorian romance. So they're all obviously different time periods, so books set within that time frame will fit for that prompt. Set in America, a Highlander romance, set outside the USA or Britain. So that one's probably a harder one to pick because that's where the majority do seem to be set, but there's that one. Then there's LGBTQ plus author and or character, a BIPOC author and or character, a fairy tale or myth retelling, an indie author, released before 2000, released in 2024, an MC with a disability, audiobook, a made man or woman, either Duke, Earl, Marquess or Viscount in the title, contains a Bluestocking, contains a rake, and an arranged marriage. So quite a lot of different prompts to choose from, and so now I'm gonna pick my notebook up to run through the books that I have picked, and in some instances I do have the physical copy, so I'll show those as well. If not, I'll put the cover up so you can see which book I am talking about. So let's get started. The first book that I have is Mine Till Midnight by Lisa Kleypas. This is the first book in the Hathaway series. So Lisa Kleypas is an author that I have read from before and an author that I've loved reading before, but I haven't read the Hathaway series and I really want to get that read. Ideally this year. I know there is a read-along happening for this series, so I'm kind of hoping that I will be able to keep up with that and read the books as they read them this year. Unfortunately, a lot of the live shows happen at a time that is not suitable for me because a lot of the people that I follow are in America, and due to the time difference they're quite late at night sometimes, so I usually watch them after they've taken place. But I'm excited to pick up this series. I don't know too much about it other than it follows the Hathaway family, and I'm very excited to check this one out. And so for this book I have this down as fulfilling the Victorian romance prompt. This is set in 1848, so fits within the Victorian era, and I can't wait to get to this one. Then we have The Silent Duke by Jess Michaels. This one is the one of the Rake Appreciation Society's winter picks, and I think I've got this down for that. And then it's a Georgian romance set in 1793, and it's a audio. I'm going to be listening to it on audiobook because I can get it via AnyPlay. It's an indie author and a MC with a disability, and it will also fit the prompt for having Duke in the title, but I think I'm using a different book for that. So lots of prompt that one covers. And then I have The Scandal of Rose by Joanna Shupe. This is a short novella, and this one I'm excited for. I love Joanna Shupe's books and I am excited to pick this one up, and I thought a novella would be good to fit into the readathon because it's obviously short, so I should be able to read it quite quickly, and this will fulfill the prompt of released in 2024 and set in America. Then I have Duke Most Wicked by Lenora Bell, which if you watch my library book haul, you will see that I have that book currently checked out from the library, and this is the cover. And this will fulfill the prompt. Oh, this is the prompt I'm using for. This is Duke in the title. I hopefully should get to this one. Obviously I have a physical copy of it and I hope to get to this one. Then I have another short book, which is The Rake Mistake by Erica Ridley. Again, this is a short novella set in the world, I think, of the Wild Winchesters. I think it's some sort of spin-off series that she's done, and this one I'm using for the prompt contains a rake. Again, it's a short one, so I should get that out quite quickly, and it's one that I'll clear off my Kindle, which is always a bonus. And then the last book that I have, which I will hold up, is The Duke's Sister and I, and this is going to fulfill the prompt of LGBTQ plus characters, because I believe this to be or I hope from the cover that this is an FF romance, and this is by, I don't think I actually said the author's name, this is by Emma Claire Sunday and is a Mills and Boons one, and again featured in my library book haul. I do also have an audiobook of this, so I'm kind of reading it and listening to it at the same time, and hopefully I will enjoy this one. We will see. But that is all that I have planned for the readathon. Whether I stick to this TBR, I don't know. In previous years when I've done readathons, I haven't stuck to the TBR and have changed as other books have come in, and I've heard other people talking about books and decided to read those instead. But this I think I am going to stick to hopefully to fulfill the prompts that I've selected. Obviously if I end up reading more, that'll be great, but that is what I have, and I do plan to do a wrap up video at the end of the week. kind of giving you my thoughts on the books that I've got to, and obviously, as I say, if I read more I will let you know as well. But that is all for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!